On this episode, we're going to be turkey hunting with my wife Jess and a good buddy of mine, John Payne. John is the perfect example of being able to balance work and hunting. And what I mean by that is he works 5 days a week and he works hard. He only has his weekends to actually hunt. But the afternoons that he spends after work, the amount of time that he spends in the woods and the amount of time he spends working on food plots in the off season is what allows him to be successful when the season actually arrives. He's prepared and he's ready. John consistently manages for big bucks, and he kills some of the biggest bucks that I've ever seen. That's what he loves doing. He loves being in the outdoors so much. It's not just about the kill, it's spending as much time in the outdoors as possible. But what I want to do now is introduce you to my buddy, John Payne. My name is Field Hudner. My brother Clay and I are the owners of Field Proven Calls. We build some of the world's most realistic sounding duck, goose, and turkey calls. In this series, you're going to experience exciting hunts, meet interesting people, and who knows what else.
It feels like, he moved down. I was like, how'd that happen? I raised up and it was 12 yards.
This is fall season. This episode of Fall Season is brought to you by Max Prairie Wings, America's premier waterfowl outfitter.
My name is John Payne. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Hunting, fishing, and the outdoors has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. For a living, I was fortunate enough to get a job right out of college after studying civil engineering and having the opportunity to play 3 years of collegiate athletics, playing football for the University of Louisville. I manage all types of construction projects from paving to grading, mass earthwork, drainage, and I enjoy it. You know, it's not civil engineering. It's kind of a way where I can incorporate my love for the outdoors because I'm not stuck in an office all day, and I get to see new things and new challenges every day, and I find it very exciting. Playing football for U of L was exciting. You know, I got to travel a lot of places and it was a great experience. It was a great group of guys that I got to spend a whole hell of a lot of time with, probably more time than I wanted to. But it also had its downside. It took away from my academics a little bit because all my classes as I got in my later years of study were in the afternoon, and football practice was obviously in the afternoon, and I came to a choice where I had to pick, you know, football or career, and I obviously was not going to have a career in the NFL or anything like that, so I had to leave football at an inopportune time, and right after I left, you know, we got a new coach and we started winning, and here we are back-to-back bowl games, and I felt like I missed out on that, but looking back on it now, I'm glad I made the choice I did because it allowed me to progress and start my career, which is, you know, what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. The balance between hunting and normal life is sometimes sheer bliss and sometimes sheer misery. You know, at work, oftentimes I catch my mind drifting to, you know, what's going to be on this camera when I check it, or is there a tom in the back of the field this afternoon that I can go find, or are Clay and Field seeing any ducks on the river? And I've got to really focus on getting my stuff done at work to where I can leave work at work and come home and either come home and go to the farm or come home and do something outdoors, because I need that separation between work and what I do for fun. And if one of those gets intermixed with the other one, it makes things tough. It makes it hard to focus and be functional and get things done. I guess a common thing I hear a lot of times talking to some of my friends and coworkers is this importance of it's hunting season. You know, it's turkey season, it's deer season, it's waterfowl season, it's trapping season, and I don't think that there's seasons. There's seasons where you are legally allowed to harvest a particular animal or a particular species of something, but to be an outdoorsman, you find ways to not have seasons. And it's not just about killing or taking game, it's about being outdoors and running cameras and scouting, you know, 3, 4, 5 weeks before turkey season, being out in the woods and seeing what those birds are doing. So opening day, you can be more successful at to me, that's where I seek the most gratification of when a hunt does come together, is because I think back to all the times that I was out there not hunting during a season, and that hard work paid off. And that's, to me, how I extend my season. So it's Saturday morning, opening morning, and of course, me, Field, and Jess are hunting together, and ever since the first day I met Field, that's the guy I talked to during turkey season.
John and I click really well as friends because we're similar personalities to where we can kind of make fun of each other and nobody gets their feelings hurt. And that's just kind of the way our crew is. You know, if you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it as well. And that's what makes it fun.
I look forward to turkey hunting every year because it's a time to hang out with good friends who are like family. I mean, John's like a brother to me, and Field, John, and I always get put together, I guess, as our hunting group.
Unfortunately, because of work, Field was able to go out and scout every morning, and man, he had these birds pegged. He told me every day exactly what they do. He did his homework, and I had a good feeling in my mind that it was going to be one of those easy hunts, one of those where you hear them gobble, they fly down, and you don't have to guess where they're going. You know where they're going because you've done your homework, and hopefully you shoot them.
I want to show you the shoot line we need to kill. Right there. That's perfect right there. Like this. Yep.
You know, those birds hit the ground right where Field had texted me every single morning that week and said they had hit the ground, and they were on an absolute march right towards us.
Whoa, 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 stop, stop, stop. You've got to be kidding me. 2 gobblers are marching up the hill. John, where's your gloves?
I don't know where my gloves were. I guess I kind of left the house in a rush that morning because of the excitement of the opening day of turkey season.
Go for the right one.
You gotta love opening mornings. Everything's a debacle. First, no gloves. Second, these birds are still 90 yards out and John's already calling what bird he's gonna shoot and clicking his safety off. He must have better eyes than I do because I have no idea which is the bigger bird. Holding a camera in your hands on opening day instead of a gun earns you the right to make fun of the shooter as much as possible and as often as possible. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the gloves off. Oh wait, John already did.
Oh man.
Just tell me when you're good. Keep coming. Let me take him through this hole to the next one. What's that? Let me take him through this hole.
Whenever you're ready.
Just like we planned it. Apparently, you don't need gloves to kill turkeys.
Yeah, I think you got that one right. Turkeys, as in plural, more than one. If you ask me, it looks like old Johnny boy there almost whacked himself an accidental double.
From the way I saw things, you know, there's two sides to every story. I knew what I was shooting at, and there was no way I was going to hit that second bird.
He's like, what happened?
I have no idea why I picked the bird that I shot. It was on the right. I'm a right-handed shooter, so that kind of just was the natural tendency for me, I guess. But I looked back at the footage of the hunt, and I completely made the wrong decision. I don't know what I was looking at because the other bird had one hell of a set of hooks on him. And I only wish I would have seen that as they came up the field. I take all this crap about not having gloves for, you know, a 30-minute hunt, and next time I find myself hunting with a camera and a shotgun, I'm hunting with Field's wife, who has a pink tank top on.
Looking at the ridge, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sounds like they're getting closer.
How you feeling?
Okay.
It's hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Miss Pregnant Girl.
It'll be a miracle if we kill something. She's wearing pink.
Shut up.
All right, for all you pregnant women out there, hats off to you. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't do it. That whole pregnancy thing, whew. My wife, Jess, was sick her entire pregnancy. And I felt bad for her because she couldn't turkey hunt because that's right when she was feeling the worst.
It wasn't just morning sickness, it was all day long sickness. I couldn't get out of bed sickness. Miserable.
And she had a little bit of a downtime where she wasn't feeling so sick and she wanted to go turkey hunting. So I said, come on. She didn't have any camo. She didn't have any of her clothes with her, no gun. She just showed up.
How come you didn't bring your camera?
Because I've been throwing up all day.
At least you're a trooper for sitting out here, though.
So I thought I was feeling better until we get out in the middle of this field in a blind, and it turns out I'm not so much better.
All right, guys, help me out here. What's worse, taking a pregnant woman turkey hunting or telling a raging hormone pregnant woman she can't go turkey hunting when she wants to?
So these gobblers are probably 400, 450 yards away, and you know, we've got such a good group of friends, we like to dog on each other. The one thing I can't stand about turkey hunting with Field is his ADD and his obsession to get up and move. I grew up deer hunting, and I don't mind to deer hunt turkeys, and I never could seem to get him to sit still long enough to try to do this. And here was where my point finally came full circle. When I look up and see these turkeys come under the fence, I think Field's reaction was to try to reach back and kick me, saying that he's seen him coming, but here I was wanting to kick him, saying, I told you so.
I'll admit, these are two good-looking gobblers walking up right now, but here's our problem. Jess has a license, John has a license, two gobblers, one gun. I don't know if frickin' Frack here can pull off a double with just one gun.
Yeah, they're both nice.
John, you gotta shoot. Give me the gun right away.
Yeah, as soon as you shoot, give it right to
Jess. Hopefully he'll stay.
In our line of work, we do a lot of product testing for different companies. And this particular day, we're hunting with Greenhead Gear prototype turkey decoys. Well, this one decoy nicknamed the Crazy Jake because it's literally just a hen decoy painted up to look like a Jake. Strictly experimental. So ugly, you can't even hardly stand to look at it. But the Gobblers, they did not care one way or the other.
Just got a double and you're wearing pink sparkles.
It's freaking 80 degrees.
You didn't think you'd be shooting turkey today, did you?
That's them 2 times we saw earlier. They came all the way over here. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
All right, I don't know if you noticed, but the first hunt, John wasn't wearing any gloves. This hunt, he's wearing nothing but gloves.
I don't even know about the blind hunt.
I guess you can get away with this when you hunt 160-inch deer. Maybe I ought to start deer hunting.
No, I wearing gloves now, looking back, that was more of a smart aleck response to not having them before. I felt like I should always have them and always have them on. So I don't ever turkey hunt without my gloves anymore.
The #1 rule is you should never film a pregnant lady.
This is hands down the weirdest, most unorthodox turkey hunt I've ever been a part of. But being able to experience it with my wife and a good buddy of mine, I wouldn't have it any other way. On part 2, John and Jess go on one more turkey hunt. The one that just might test their friendship.
So it's my day to shoot, which I don't get too excited because I know John usually shoots out from under me all the time.
While it might seem like I was being nice to Jess, I had it made up in my mind that I was going to shoot this bird.
We also discover that for some reason, the hens have lost their minds.